Now, there are threats that are out there, but we have nothing to be afraid of. And we have not been given a spirit of fear. Do you look at what's happening in Washington? Washington has gone stark, raving nuts. You know, Washington is a city that combines Southern efficiency with Northern hospitality. And it's always been a messed up place. But now, the inmates are running the asylum. Joe Biden, when they let him out of the basement, and he teams up with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they are losing it. They are spending money like crazy. Dear God, please, nobody tell the Democrats what comes after $1 trillion. You know, about a month ago, Congress passed out a $1.9 trillion so-called COVID relief bill. Now, only 9% of the bill was health care spending on COVID. 91% was on other stuff. We were there all night fighting against it, introducing amendment after amendment after amendment. I introduced an amendment, said, all right, you want to send $1,400 checks to everybody. I introduced an amendment to say, let's not send the checks to millions of illegal immigrants in this country. You should be here legally and a taxpayer if you're going to get a government check. We voted on it, and every single Democrat voted no. It failed by 1 vote. By the way, both the Virginia senators voted no.
They don't listen.
You know, and look, okay, all right, I get it. I understand that they want to send checks to illegal immigrants. I got that. But by the way, you know, there's a new politically correct term for illegal immigrant. It's called undocumented Democrat. You know, I don't want to offend the woke police, so I'll try to use the right terminology. So I said, all right, fine. You want to send money to illegal immigrants? All right, here's another amendment. So I introduced another amendment. I said, let's not send stimulus checks to criminals currently incarcerated. If you're in jail, if you're in a 6x10 concrete box, maybe you shouldn't get a check. We voted on it on the Senate floor. Every single Democrat voted no. Failed by 1 vote. The next week I decided, all right, I get it. You guys want to send checks to criminals. You know who your base is. But let's see if there's common ground on which we can agree. How about let's narrow it? How about murderers? People convicted of homicide, currently in prison. Can't we agree that if you're a murderer in jail, we shouldn't be sending you a check? Democrats stood up and objected, no, we need to send checks to murderers. I'm like, all right, you want to send checks to murderers? How about this? Rapists. I introduced another amendment. Let's not send checks to rapists. If you've committed the horrible crime of rape, let's not send you a check. Nope, Democrats objected. I tried one last time. I said, all right, let's go for the worst of the worst. Child molesters. These people belong in the 9th circle of hell. By the way, in Texas, we have a penological approach to child molesters. It's called garden shears. And you know what? There's a 0% recidivism. So I said, can't we agree child molesters shouldn't get a $1,400 check from the U.S. taxpayer? Nope, Democrats stood up and objected. We got to send them checks too. So our government just sent $1,400 checks to millions of illegal immigrants, to murderers, rapists, and child molesters. That's today's Democratic Party.